ready for the fight. From the court to the field, they shine so bold. With every move, the stories unfold. We're cheering on the youth from the start to the win. Giving them the mic, let their voices begin. Interviews and highlights, we got it all. GN Sports Show, where the young stand tall. GN Sports, where the youth lead the way. Champions of tomorrow, making waves today. From ages 5 and up, we help them grow. It's their time to shine on the GN Sports Show. GN Sports Show. GN Sports Show.
And good evening and welcome to another episode of the GN Sports Show with me, George Saw Dublin.
And I'm Terry Andrew.
And this evening we're going to have a really packed lineup here with us. We have two young Generation X U11 players, Jalik Sargent and Nikim Stevens will be joining us here on set this evening.
Plus the swimmers, who recently took part in the OECS Championships in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They'll be joining us here on set as well.
And also we'll have Janeil Simon, former national team goalkeeper, now newly appointed manager of the men's senior national team here in Antigua and Barbuda.
Plus there's Dr. Rick in the house with another doctor, Nicole Rakowski, all here to tell us about the body, of course.
Now, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Our vision is to become the premier platform for showcasing and empowering young student athletes, providing them with the tools and exposure to excel both in sports and life, while shaping the next generation of confident, media-savvy leaders. The GN Sports Show is dedicated to highlighting the talent and stories of young student athletes across all sports disciplines. We aim to equip them with vital media exposure and public speaking skills, helping them grow into confident individuals both on and off the field. Through engaging interviews, mentorship, and real-world media experiences, we strive to foster personal and professional development that supports their athletic journeys.
Welcome back, and on set with me today I have two young Generation Next on the 11 players. And your name is?
Jalik Sargent.
And you?
Nikim Stevens.
And I'd like to welcome both of you onto the show. Is this your first time on the show?
Yeah, my first time. This is my first time as well.
Alright, okay, alright. So, Jalik, what school you go to?
St. John's Lutheran.
And you, Nikim?
Minot Academy.
Magnet Academy. Alright. So, what grade are you in, Jalik?
I'm in grade 6.
And you?
Grade 5.
Grade 5. Okay, alright, alright. And who's your teacher?
Miss Prasad.
You have one teacher or multiple teachers?
Well, two. One teach science and language, and the other teach math and social studies.
And you?
My teacher name is Miss Allison. She teach all the subjects.
So you have one teacher?
Yeah, one.
Okay, alright, cool. And is she a nice lady?
Yeah.
And yours?
Yes.
Yeah, like your teachers?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not just saying that, right?
No.
Alright, I'm just making sure, just double checking, just double checking. So what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject right now is math.
Maths? Maths?
Yes.
Alright. I know, I can't remember hearing anybody ever say they like maths, but you're the first to me. You, Nikim?
And my favorite subject is math too.
Maths too?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so like both, your father's an accountant?
Well, he does that type of work, but not
Okay,
me.
alright. And I just look, there's probably a reason for everything, right? So I just figured it. Alright, no problem. So both you play for Generation Next U11?
Yes.
So what position you play?
Goalkeeper.
And you?
Midfield and defender.
Midfield and defender. So you're what you call a utility player.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're a goalkeeper. So who's your favorite goalkeeper?
Well, my favorite goalkeeper will probably be Alison Becker.
Alison Becker. That's Liverpool?
I'm not certain.
You're not certain, but Alison Becker.
Yes.
Alright. And you're a defender and a
Midfielder.
midfielder. So who's your favorite defender?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk. And who's your favorite midfielder?
I don't have a favorite midfielder.
Alright, so outside of playing with Generation Next, right? Y'all watch football locally here in Antigua.
Yeah. Well, not all the time, but most times, yes.
So you know any
Same.
team in Antigua, in the league in Antigua?
Not really.
You know any?
Yeah.
What's your team you know?
Pickaxe, Bullets, Jennings.
You know, Janeil, so that means you just gonna watch the Premier League then?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's your favorite team in the Premier League?
Pickaxe.
Because So right now your heart hurting because you lost last week, you know. So you're not feeling too good right now. Alright, I could live with that, I could live with that. So outside of being a goalkeeper, is any other position you like to play, Julie?
Well, probably defender at my school, recess.
You just like to defend? Okay.
Yeah.
You try to be a goalkeeper?
Yeah, I'll try.
You try?
Try.
You gotta be brave to be a goalkeeper, you know that, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
save all the balls.
Okay, alright. So, if y'all don't not playing football, what else do y'all like to do?
Basketball. For
Basketball?
Sure. For sure.
Cricket.
Oh, cricket?
Yeah.
You only play sports that players are pickets. So who's your favorite basketballer?
Well, my favorite basketball right now will probably be Kobe Bryant. Yeah, that's my number one.
And right, so who's your favorite cricketer?
Cricketer. I don't know.
You don't know any cricketers like
No,
that? You know
but-
any basketballers?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite basketballer?
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Ah, you're a Golden State fan then.
Yeah.
So at Generation X, who's your coach at Generation X?
Coach Nabu.
Coach Nabo? Is Coach Nabo a good coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's serious, which is practice.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Nabo used to coach me when I was your age.
He told us.
Okay. We tell you all I was good? Did he tell you all I was good?
No.
He never said
He
anything
never
like
said,
that.
he never said
No.
anything. Well, ask him if I was good.
Okay.
Okay, make sure and ask him if Coach said I was good.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, looking forward is we're in the first season, the first term of the Generation X, and usually we play the league in the second term. Yeah, looking forward to the league.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
What position y'all came last year in the league? You was what? Last year you played on the 11s or you played on the 9s?
On the 11.
And you played on the 11s or on the 9s?
On the 9.
You played on the y'all won the league last year?
No.
And did y'all win?
I think so.
Yeah, you think y'all won? Alright. Well, I just want to say thanks for both y'all for coming on the show. It was really nice having y'all.
Yeah.
And I hope y'all continue your footballing journey and be very successful in it. I've just see y'all at training because I just coach a Generation X, both y'all know that. I just coach you more than I get to coach you though. But I think y'all have a bright future in the game. And just stay focused, listen to y'all parents, make sure y'all do it. And remember, you do your schoolwork and your parents won't take football from you. I'm telling you that I know that for a fact. If you do your schoolwork, you will always get to play football. But if you don't do your schoolwork, you won't get to play football.
Okay.
So it's nice having y'all on the show and looking forward to see y'all at training and maybe next time on the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and with that we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Sports Show.
Welcome back. You're watching the GN Sports Show. Of course, I am Terry Andrew, and in the house as we speak, we have a future Olympic swimmer. I'm putting it out there. I'm making sure that it comes to fruition, talking it into existence. Her name is Isabel Nicholas, and also here with us is head coach of the Antigua Barbuda swimming team, Nelson Molina Fojo. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the GN Sports Show. All right, first off, let's start with you, because I've never heard a 10-year-old sound like you and speak so well to the camera. And when we speak with you, when you came back, just talk about your experience at the OECS Championship.
It was good to get a loss in our streak so we can come back better next year. I think that I did pretty well on my races.
All right, hold on. Pretty well. You were on the 9 to 10 champion. Pretty well doesn't describe what you did over there in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So you got to use another word, because pretty well don't describe what you did. You were incredible in the 9 to 10 category. Go ahead.
Well, I think my races were incredible.
Thank you.
But there are still a lot of things that I can improve on.
Okay.
Especially my turns.
Yeah.
And just having the competitional aspect of my performance in my training.
Okay, so your turns. You say your turns you got to work on.
Yeah.
So that's just going in the pool and doing your swim and turning, or it comes with something else?
Basically, just doing it
Okay.
helps to practice.
Okay. Awesome. But tell me, I saw you up there on the podium with your Antigua flag, right? Anytime your name is called, you were on the first place list. How was that? How did that feel like? Especially getting that gold medal. You got how many goals? How many goals you got?
6.
6 goals,
One silver.
1 silver. Oh, I'm sure you wanted that goal in that silver that you got, right? What you got silver in?
50 fly. That was
50 fly.
because my turn was absolutely terrible.
So that's why you need to work on your turn.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Coach,
Yes.
how was it for you? How did it go down, the championships?
So this 33 OEC championship, it was okay. It was a little bit tough for us. Okay, it was a rough time for us.
Okay.
Because before we went, all the swimmers they've been doing very good performance. Okay.
Yeah.
So the preparation was really good. So most of them just show when we had the nationals in October.
Yeah.
So we just make the last cut for the selection. So most of the swimming was continue with the preparation, but unfortunately, week before we go, so we start to get some swimmer got sick. Okay, so during the competition, I don't know if it was contagious or no, but most of the swimmers they start to get down with the same cold or same flu.
Okay.
Back, so it was affecting us a lot. So the first day of competition, we just finished the competition to first place. So we always went with the hope, okay, and continue, okay, or just to continue with the same achievement that we have in the last 3 years, back to back, to try to bring the trophy back to the island again. But at in this time, so it was really tough, as I said, because of that situation. But beside that, we also had some categories, some age group that we couldn't complete.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why we lose a lot of points in those 1, 2, plus some disqualification that we have on just some swimmers who just also made medals. Okay, so it was affecting too much to the team, and that's why I decided to have some meeting. Okay, on the second day, because I saw the morale of the swimmer going down, I said, no, it cannot be like that. Even though you are sick, but we can just for one reason, and the reason is to compete and show off who we are.
Yeah, but your team came fourth. I mean, it's not first, right? But you guys came fourth. But doesn't that show, a courage in some of the swimmers that maybe weren't feeling as well, but they still went out and compete?
Yeah, as I said, so even though we had so many swimmers who got sick, right, or the sickness of the team, so no one of them decide to go easy or just to, coach, I want to scratch and nothing like that. No. Right, and everybody was telling me, coach, I want to put myself in front. Okay, I want to go, and no matter what. I said, that's what I put it. The meeting the night before to the last day.
Yeah. I
did that one to them, and it was the last day. It was incredible. It was
That's
incredible.
a Sunday.
Everybody was on fire.
Yeah, that's on the Sunday.
Every single swimmer swam like it. It was. You didn't expect to have that one.
Yeah, I was following it on the YouTube page. What, were you sick? Were you sick as well?
Kind of.
Kind of. And you got 6 goals? No, you weren't. No, sick. You were playing nice.
I had a cold.
Oh, you had a cold. Okay. Let's get back to you, Coach. We'll come back to you in a second. I mean, competing at this level at a young age, do you see yourself continuing this? I guess. Listen, you're winning, so of course you're going to continue doing this, right?
Probably.
Probably.
But I don't think I would really have a choice, actually. But if I did, I would.
What do you mean, Coach and Mommy? Is Mommy pushing you to be great?
Well, at first, I didn't want to swim.
Okay.
But did I have a choice to quit? No, I did not. So
There's
I
no quitters.
continued.
There's no quitters in the
and
Nicholas
then-
household. Go ahead.
So I continued swimming, and this is where I reached. And if I knew the future, then I probably wouldn't have wanted to quit. But I'm actually glad I didn't.
Okay, so
I'm very glad.
what's going to keep you in the sport or pushing you to be even greater?
Probably my parents.
Okay. Maybe peers too. You see your friend doing well, you want to do well as well. Or
Yeah.
you can be a motivation to some of the others. Because I saw a few of them on the same podium with you. Cash, that's the last name, Cash.
It was
Gold?
it was
No, gold
it was
something?
gold, and
yes.
and Sukamaro.
And another one. Yeah, I saw 3 Antiguans on the podium and you were on the first place part. And I was thinking, wow,
First day,
that was incredible.
400 free.
That was a 400.
Yes.
Okay. What's your best race though, out of all? Which one you like the most?
Well, I don't always get to compete it because of my age,
Okay.
but I like the 200 IM.
Listen, you're talking to a novice. I only know football. I don't know swimming. So you have to say what IM is.
Well, IM is all the strokes in one race. So the 200
Okay.
IM is 50 fly, 50 back,
Oh.
50 breast,
Okay,
and
okay,
50 free.
Okay, so that's the individual medley. That's what I asked.
Yes.
You could have said individual medley. You're coming out with acronyms here, like I'm just saying. You're good. All right, Coach. I'm sure you're proud of the swimmers. What are you guys gonna do to get back on the podium next time around?
I'm really proud of the whole team, right? As I said to you, so every single swimmer put everything that they have. Okay, they empty the tank, as we said.
Yeah.
In the sport Argos like this. So we want to continue working hard. Okay, that's why the only thing that we have in mind, and still preparing all these swimmers every single year and getting the best of them. So, but they always know that they need to put all the majority effort because we cannot do more effort than them.
Yeah, what I'm noticing, and from being in the media, like, let's say she's in the 9 to 10.
Yeah.
Next year, she's going to be in the...
She continued the 9 to 10.
Oh, she continue 9 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay, but there's always someone coming after. There's always the younger ones
Yeah,
coming.
we have the backup, so new swimmer coming up.
Yeah.
For example, this year, so we had new swimmer who just made the team because, as I explained to you, so many other swimmers, we couldn't make it because they had another commitment at the university. So that's why we didn't complete, some relays, especially the 15, 17, and the 18 and over female.
All right, Isabel. Any final word you want to tell your friends to join swimming, get involved in the sport of swimming, or you want swimming for yourself? That's a trick question. You want people to come and join you swimming.
Yeah.
So invite some of your friends that maybe play football and tell them why they should get in swimming.
I think they should get in swimming because it builds a lot of strength.
Awesome.
And it's good to be strong.
Nice.
Especially because they like to act tough in class.
What?
Yeah.
They like to act tough in class?
Yeah, because we have a teacher's deputy in our class, and then sometimes they don't do their jobs right. So
listen, I hope you don't get us in trouble over here. I'm listening. What school you're in?
I go to Post-Millennial Academy.
Oh, Post-Millennial. Oh, on All Saints Road. Oh, nice. Awesome. Are you the only swimmer in your school, or you have other swimmers?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
But,
you're the only national swimmer in your school?
I think so.
That is awesome right there. All the best to you, Isabel. Coach, continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
guys so much for joining us. All the best. I'll be looking out for your name now that I know that you're going to be killing the 9 to 10 age category. And the commentators said that as well. Oh, she's in the category for another year. Mm-hmm. So they'll be looking out for you to even have 7 goals next time. How about that?
Yes.
Awesome stuff.
Definitely.
She's Isabel Nicholas, and he's Nelson Molina Fojo, the head coach of the Antigua Barbuda swim team. We'll be right back with more swimmers after the break.
Sports Show.
Welcome back to the GN Sports Show. We have more swimmers in the house with us. On set is Alessandro Bazzoni and Kaylee Warner. They were part of Antigua and Barbuda's OECS team that just competed in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at the Shrewsbury Aquatic Center. How do I know all of that? I've been watching you guys all weekend over in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you so much for joining us on the GN Sports Show.
Thank you.
Kelly, don't even try that. Don't. Yes.
No, you're welcome.
Good. Thank you. All right, let's start with you. How was your time down in St. Vincent?
It was great, but I got sick, to be honest.
Oh.
That was not very great, but I still tried my best.
Maybe that's where we should have started. So,
Yeah.
I mean, is it like the cold or
Yeah,
something
we got
you guys
the
ate?
whole team got a really bad flu,
Oh,
and we were all really struggling, but we all tried our best still.
nice. All right, you improved on some events. Tell me about those.
Those were the strokes that I needed to improve on. Most of the events that I improved on were the strokes that I needed to improve on, like my backstroke, my fly, and my breaststroke. So
Nice.
those events were very good for me when I dropped.
All right, you competed in 11 to 12 girls age group. 1 silver and 4 bronze. 4 bronze, Kelly. Are we improving on those bronze next time?
Oh, definitely.
Nice. And the events you got bronze in?
I got bronze in 200 freestyle,
Okay.
100 fly, 50 free, and 50... do I not remember this?
And the silver was enough.
The silver was 50 back.
Okay, is that your favorite?
No,
Which one was your favorite?
100 free.
The 100 free.
I didn't even medal in that.
Oh, damn.
I normally do every year, but
Yeah.
I was kind of dead at the end of the swim. It was the last race.
Yeah.
Kind of struggling.
Okay. Bazzoni, what about you? How did you do?
Definitely I did 100% of my best.
Nice.
I improved on almost everything except the 50 breaststroke. I think I added the 0.8. But yeah, overall it was amazing.
You got a record, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I saw that. Yes, in the 400-meter freestyle. Okay. That was a 10-year-old record.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. How was that? How was that for you?
Definitely very, very like expected, but very unexpected.
Okay.
Cause before there, I wanted to get the 400 and the 200 free record, and then I got the 400, and I didn't know I was gonna get it by so much, but I knew I was gonna get it cause I put in the work, and yeah. But the 200, I came like milliseconds off the record.
Ooh. So you got 2 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. Oh, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Nice. Which performance stood out for you the most and why?
400 free.
400 free.
Because of the record, yeah.
Because of the record. Man, you guys are doing some incredible things in swimming. So this was, you're 11 to 12 boys as well.
Yeah.
Jeez. What size shoes you wear?
I don't know. Let me check right now.
That must be your size 11 also, because I don't understand which part of you 11, 12. Anyway, I mean swimming. Why swimming, Kaylee?
My older sister used to swim.
Yes, nice.
And I honestly just wanted to be like her.
Oh.
So
Cool.
I just started swimming when I was 2. And competitive when I was 5.
Nice. Do you guys know that you're representing Antigua and Barbuda? As in, some of the best swimmers in the country at 11 to 12 age. Did that ever sink in to you guys? Kaylee, go ahead, you then Alessandro. Did that ever sink in? That you guys are representing Antigua and Barbuda?
Not really.
Okay. Alessandro?
To me, I mean, and yeah, like a lot of times I just remember it and it just gives me motivational.
That's how I'm thinking as well. That I mean, young girls and boys like you guys, and no, you guys didn't do it 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. This is the 4th time you guys are going. I wish you guys would have 4-peated though, but
Yeah.
then I mean,
A lot of Saint Nicks.
yeah, that was incredible. And watching that through, I'm thinking, there were some older boys that joined you guys this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys learned anything from these boys, or
Definitely I need to work on my underwaters.
Okay.
And then definitely learn that underwaters takes you really far.
Yeah, and that's when you dive in and you keep going before you come up, right?
Yeah.
I know something about this sport. I know something. What about you?
My touches, they're too slow.
Okay, touches. You gotta explain that one. Sorry.
So like when you do like fly and breast, you have to touch it 2 hands. They call it when you sit on the wall and you get off faster.
Oh, get off faster. But listen, you guys 11, 12. You guys the sky is the limit for you guys. I mean, where you can go with this. Are you guys thinking that way? That you can improve every year? You can improve some little thing, and that's the way it works, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the coaches are investing upon you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And I asked this to Isabel a while ago. Are you guys encouraging other people that maybe just looking on the outside and thinking, oh, you guys are doing such a cool job? Do you guys encourage them to, hey, why not come and join swimming? Why not be a part of the swim team?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we do.
Uh-huh.
They got some of our friends to start swimming.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah.
And they like it? Are they staying?
No, none of my friends have stayed so far.
Come on, you're not persuasive enough. Come on.
I'm trying. None
Okay.
of them stayed.
What about you,
I
Alessandro?
mean, I got a friend that used to play football.
Nice.
And then goalkeeping, and then he just liked swimming. He liked like how it went and everything. How you always like fly for meets. And then I got him to join. And then right now, his name is George Hirani. He's swimming fast.
He's swimming. Nice. Atta boy, you're an ambassador.
Yeah.
You're an ambassador for the sport. All right, where you guys see yourself in the next 5, 10 years?
5 years. I'm trying to go LA 2028.
Ooh, atta boy. What about you, Kaylee?
Olympics.
Olympics. Man, there are many times I see some of these swimmers in the games, the short games, the Pan American Games, those smaller meets other than the Olympics, and I'm telling you, competition is real tough, real tough, and the swimmers are some tall people. But you guys are growing. I know you guys, and you guys see this. I'm sure you guys watch all the swimmers, like how we watch the adult footballers and the professional footballers. You guys watch professional spinners, right?
Yeah.
Anybody stood out to you guys? Any professional swimmer stood out to you?
Yeah, definitely Leon Marchand.
Okay, where is he from?
France.
France, nice.
Yeah, he was an insane breaststroke.
Yeah.
Okay,
Breaststroke,
okay.
yeah.
What about you, Kaylee? Anybody stood out to you that you're watching?
Ledecky.
That's an American. I know her. Okay, nice.
Long distance.
Yes. See, so you guys know where you want to go. You guys know what you need to do to get where you want to go, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. All the best to you guys. It was always nice speaking to you guys because it's so much fun learning about swimming that I know nothing about. So thank you guys so much for being here. He's Alessandro Bazzoni and she's Kaylee Warner. Future swimmers, top swimmers here in Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you guys so much for joining us on GN Sports Show. All right, do we have more swimmers coming up? I'm sure we do. We'll be right back with more.
Sports Show.
Welcome back here to the GN Sports Show. We have more swimmers in the house. Anya DeGannes joins us, 13 to 14 girls, and Madison MacMillan. Madison MacMillan. Girls, thank you so much for joining us here. First of all, I heard the stories of you guys being unwell, going into the championships, and you still put out your best foot forward. Yeah, Anya, let's start with you. How was it for you?
It was good. It was better than I thought because I thought I wasn't gonna do too well, but I powered through because my first race wasn't the best, but the rest they were good.
Okay, so this is you powering through. 6 golds, 2 silver, and a bronze. That's you powering through and not doing your best. So it was the bronze you got first? Okay. And then anytime you went back
No, the bronze I got like in the middle. I got gold first.
Oh, you got gold first?
Yeah.
And that was the race that you didn't really like?
It's because I added. Like I came first, but I added a lot of time. So that's why I was happy.
Okay. So I mean, everyone else was slower than you in that race though, because you didn't do your best and you still got gold.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, winning. Just winning at the OECS championships. Just tell me that feeling. What's that like?
It's like the best feeling because like even though all my competitors are my friends, it's really fun to win. Like
okay, this is from other islands?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've been competing against them coming up in the age group?
Yeah.
So you've been beating them since you were 10?
Yeah.
8? 10?
10.
Okay. So you know when you meet them at the Olympics, you know what's going to happen. Atta girl. All right. Yeah. So which one was your favorite? Did you have a favorite?
My favorite was the 200 IM.
200 IM. That was a goal?
Yes.
Okay. I could have tell you that. I don't even know why I asked that. All right, Madison. How was it for you? I heard that you were 3 nights before the championships. You were in the hospital, and you were like, "Listen, I'm gonna go because this is what I do. I am Madison MacMillan. I am great. I am going to go and do what I do." And you had 3 golds, 4 silver, and a bronze. And you were 2nd place in the 15 to 17 girls.
Yes.
Oh, talk me through that. Talk me to the championships.
Oh, boy. It was definitely an experience. I've never swam like that before.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for 3 nights. And I just decided to go swim. I hopped on the flight the next day.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to touch the water or anything. Like I went straight into competing. So it was something.
Yeah.
I would probably say like swimming. It was tough. It was really tough. Especially I had a good chance this year of getting overall, but unfortunately because I was weak, sick.
Yeah.
It didn't do my best, but.
So a strong Madison is cleaning up all these girls, right?
Yeah. It was something. Like I think it was my second race of the whole 4th race of the whole meet. It was on day 2, right after they had to give me oxygen because I just couldn't.
Oh,
but I had to swim.
That's some strength there. And you said you did it for your team.
Yes.
You knew your team needed you.
Yeah,
and
because my age group, it was only 2 of us going. So kind of like without me, it's only one girl kind of have this like load on her back to swim.
In that 15 to 17 category, did we used to dominate that category before?
My age group.
More medals, yeah.
Oh, yes. So my other teammates, Elisha and Angelique Liddy, they just went off to college. So I'm the only one. I'm doing school here.
Okay.
So I was kind of like, with those girls, I was the only one left back. And then we have a new addition, Eliana Spencer.
All right. Did any of the medals meant more than the others for you?
Not really. I was just trying to get through the meet.
Oh.
But I still managed to come second overall. That's what I was proud of. The fact that I was still able to pull so high. Pretty impressive, yeah. Like
all
that.
right. Anya, anything that you think that you could have improved upon? Or you want to improve upon going into the next championships?
I could have.
So you have a whole year. Something that go ahead.
I could have improved in my breaststroke because that's the whole reason why I came second. I could have came first if I did better because my main competitor, the races that I came first in, she came second in. But the races that she came first in, I didn't come second in because of my breaststroke. So that's why I was behind in points and I didn't come first. Okay,
so what about your breaststroke that you need to fix? Remember, you're talking to me, I don't know anything about it, so you gotta explain it down to the T. Go ahead. What about your breaststroke that you need to fix?
My pull is not fast enough. It's just because like I wait for my kick to finish to then start pulling. It's like very relaxed and like I watch other people do breaststroke and I realize my breaststroke is not good. It's like it's just, I really need to fix it.
But the good thing, you know what the weakness is, and that's something that you can fix, right?
Yeah.
You're 13 to 14. Which one of them are you? The 13 or the 14?
13.
The 13. Okay, so you have another time in
year.
that. Man, you guys are gonna kill it. What about you? Anything that you think you need to fix going into the next one?
Yeah, I honestly think that if I was my 100% best, I always need to improve on my butterfly, which is the one that looks like a butterfly.
Yeah.
With that, I've been trying to work on that, different techniques. I've been trying to see what's there for me. Essentially, as I get stronger, I should be able to pull a little better. But I have been improving. And I'm also going to work on like not getting sick next year.
I mean, but you powered through.
Yeah, it's just not a great feeling to swim sick.
Okay, wait a minute. Do you guys have a season or year round?
Technically we have a season, but how we are in Antigua, we kind of go for almost every meet we can go for, because we don't have a long course pool, so we try and get, because they're different points for different distances.
Okay.
So we try and get to long course pool, Olympic size pools, when we can. So technically there is a season, yes, but essentially for us, all of our swimmers, we swim year round. Yeah.
All right. Do you guys understand the magnitude of what you're doing, as in representing Antigua and Barbuda as some of the best swimmers that we have here at your age group? Do you guys understand what's going on there?
Yes.
Did it hit home?
Yeah.
How does that make you guys feel?
You want to go? Okay. For me personally, I've been to a few places, like other places in the Caribbean, like Romania, Paraguay. Honestly, it feels like special, like to know that you're out there representing your flag and your country. Like it's like an honor to represent. Like people know you as, oh look, it's that Antiguan girl who swims long distance, or oh, it's that Antiguan girl who was at so and so. Like you know, like it's like.
You guys are national swimmers.
Yeah.
I'm sitting with some national swimmers tonight.
Like it's like a great feeling.
Yeah, that is. All right, and this is a question I ask everyone. You need some people in the 15 to 17 category. Are you encouraging your well, I mean, you'll be kind of too late for them to start at 15.
No, 15,
it's
never too late to start.
Okay.
Late to start.
But competitively.
In Antigua, you're talking about.
Yeah. As in friends, school friends that you go with, that you need to come and join the swim team or join swimming, get people involved in the sport?
Well, abroad I have a lot of competitors. The problem is that I'm at the age where kids start to go off school. Like I just started college. Kids start to just get up to school. So once they settle in, they don't really want to come back like they just left, kind of thing. So next year I'm sure a lot of them will come back. Even if they don't, other islands, other kids, other girls, they will come back. In terms of my age, if somebody was to start right now, they can't expect to be like pro in a year.
Okay.
It takes time. Like that, we put in a lot of effort. Like we are in the pool practically 24. Like I see my coach more than I see my mom. So we're in the.
That is not cool.
I mean, he's practically our parent at this point.
Yeah. And what age you started?
I started at the age of 3 competitively.
Okay. You?
Competitively, I think 4.
You know that was yesterday, right? Because you was I'm just saying. I'm just playing. No, but I was blown away watching you guys because I'm just thinking, and I look for the black hat with the Antiguan thing, but some people had the white with the Antiguan.
Yeah, that was
his Olympic cap.
That's Wooly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fast.
Yes.
He was fast. I don't know anything about it, but me too. It was exciting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he broke 2 OECS records, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Anyway, good luck to you guys. I've been looking out for Madison MacMillan. I had to look. I don't remember. I knew MacMillan, but the Madison fan can't be. But I'll be looking out for you guys. I just wish you guys all the best. I'll be looking out for you guys to do great things. Anya, Sharif always tell me about you, but Sharif Sergeant, the one from A.B.F.A that interviews you. Anyway, you guys, thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the GN Sports Show.
Thank you for having us.
All right, those are the swimmers. They represented Antigua and Barbuda, a magnitude that hits home every time for them, motivates them, make them want to do better. And we'll be here to cover it all. Of course, GN Sports Show, we'll be right back with a whole lot more.
GN Sports Show.
We would like to thank the sponsors of Generation Next, Fruta, Antigua Masonry Products, Citizenship by Investment Unit, ACT, Flow, Island Photo, and Francis Trading Agency.
GN Sports Show.
And welcome back to the GN Sports Show. And on set here with me is none other than my good friend, my brother from another mother, Janeil both Simon. Welcome, Janeil.
Oh, I'm very much happy to be here and see you at your new job. You're just changing different posts over the last few days.
I'm just filling in. I haven't been given the job permanently yet, John. It seems like I'm still auditioning because they're calling me every Thursday.
Oh.
You know, it's not like I know for sure Friday I'm going to be here. So, but I'm taking it as it goes. You know, you know, like to talk.
Yes.
You know, I enjoy talking. It's been, as a leader, I have to talk. So I've been put in the role over the number of years through my footballing career to do this. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. You know, I've heard on the grapevine, so I would like to get it officially from you that you have been appointed manager of the men's senior national team for the upcoming CONCACAF friendly series. Is that true?
Yes. So this is exclusive. You're the first. You break the news, and you're doing the first interview with the new national team manager.
Well, for me, Nando the best manager ever. So I don't believe that you can come to the the caliber of Nando. But you've been under Nando, so I figure you've learned a few tricks.
Yes.
So are you excited about this new role?
Definitely. It's always been an honor of me to represent my country. I've been national player. I've been a national goalkeeper coach. Now I'm a manager. So for me, it's a big step. It's an exciting step. But I'm equipped. I've been helping Fernando for a number of years. So I know I'm ready to take this new part in my career.
Well, most definitely. I just want to say congratulations. I'm very proud of you. And I'm wishing you all the best in this new role. Well, you was previously the national senior team's goalkeeper coach. So
yes.
Do you still have that role, or you're just sticking to the managerial portfolio at this minute?
Yes, at this minute, I definitely just the team manager.
Oh, okay. So for the games coming up, would the team be going in camp and stuff like that? I don't know if there's information you can share. I don't know, but if you can, I'm saying is like, okay, have you really started taking up responsibilities in the job as yet?
Yes, definitely, and I can answer the question. We have a wide select of players, local based players and local players that play abroad, with different players that also play in the UK and the US that have Antigua Barbuda national, so they can play at at the national level. So we have a wide, broad scope of players that's playing football across the world.
Well, I have no doubt of your managerial capabilities because you've been managing a department there at the Ministry of Environment for some time. So I know you're capable of, keeping things flowing and having a plan on how you're going to go about getting things. So what do you think still needs to improve for the national program to strive?
Definitely preparation. I think that we tend to prepare the team last minute. So preparation is key, and if we can not only on the field but off the field, some of the things that I personally definitely want to implement is the player profile. So we know and we have an idea where our players playing internationally, even locally. So the general public have an idea what's going on with the national team. So when games coming up, they can definitely come out and support their favorite players at the local level and at the international level. So that's one thing I personally want to get going right away, is a player profile, and that will be featured on the A.B.F.A website when they're up, and definitely the Facebook page. Some of the other key factor is definitely the mental preparation, and that come with some rest, also come with communication, because we struggle with communication. We would definitely tell players they have to be in camp at a certain time, they come in at what time they feel like. So when it comes to the mannerism, when it comes to a lot of things, I definitely want to make sure we on point, so that the main focus is just to focus on the task at hand, just to go out there and win game.
All right, but listen, for the answers to the question I just asked just now, you're definitely rolling in the right direction. And you know how it is. We have an authority complex. In some things we're accustomed to things being a certain way, and then somebody comes and change, and I'm not saying they might dislike you, but you might get some rebuts, some pushback from it. Well, due to some of the things I know you've gone through in life, you should be strong enough to take some pushback. But just in case of some pushback, some of us just meet pushback with pushback, and some of us just meet pushback with a bit of subtlety. Just give me a little light on what you think would be your approach to pushback.
One of my skill set is to calm the room. I don't really crack on the pressure, and so playing the sport give me that.
I like the escalate rooms, right?
Yeah.
I don't do calm rooms.
I know.
If people shooting for the roof, we shooting for the roof. That's how I see it.
Yeah. But at my skill set, I think I use that at the right time. So if a player have whatever grievance or whatever misunderstanding, I definitely know I can talk my way through whatever the issue and calm them, because George, with footballers, we can tend to be very aggressive on or off the field, and sometimes you just need a conversation. Just let them know exactly who in charge. That would happen, and when it's time to just maybe have a cool, calm, collective conversation, let them know exactly what is their responsibility and what is their role, and solve the problem so they can go back focused on the game. Their job is to play. Their job is to be as comfortable as possible to go out and play, and my job is to provide them with whatever they need so that they can be successful during the game.
All right. Just to go a bit back on when you say some of the things you want to do to help to improve, and for the national program to strive, and you say like the player profile and so on and so on. It's not really, we're not going back to the question, but I'd just like to give a bit of insight because I was a national player and I was one before you.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's
did
true.
I captain you?
Yeah, you did captain me. You was a fantastic captain.
One of the things I used to live for, I probably still have newspapers home with my name in it, with full teams, national Antigua call a team of players, and the full team is in the newspaper. My mother used to collect newspapers just to see my name in it. And that used to bring a sense of pride. And you know what I'm saying? But we don't have like physical newspapers anymore. And you know how it go with Facebook. If I post some now and then I post 10 things after, that thing get pushed down to the bottom of the line. So when the teams or whatever going on the A.B.F.A goes on the page and they post 5, 6, 7, 8 things after that, that thing get pushed down. So some people just miss it. So I'm saying is like, if we have a tournament coming up, I am suggesting to you, if it is possible, that our team is, who is in the team is sent out and the club they represent. So the public knows, you understand what I'm saying, that this person is on the national team and will be, or in the selection process, to try to make things, and I think as an individual, we all enjoy hearing our name being called in the news. I used to like to hear my name called in the news. When I get selected in the training squad and when I get selected in the team. So that's just my suggestion to you in any which way you could figure that one out to get it to work for me. All right? So what do you see as your biggest challenge ahead in the senior team? You know, and how you plan to address them problems?
No, I think my biggest challenge so far, I would say, to differentiate when it comes to being a player and being a manager.
Being a goalkeeper coach and being a manager.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, you know, as past players, we tend to, you know, want to dabble in who starts, who.
Yeah, I don't dabble in that.
And so, I know exactly when it comes to managing the team, your job is more focused on the whatever team the coaches give you. Right. So I said that might be a small bit of challenge, but nothing to worry about. Because, you know, as a manager, I can tell I've been working last 4 days and I have so much responsibility to do. That's the last thing I have to think about, who in the team and who not in the team. Also, you mentioned about the print media. You want to see some of the players
it doesn't have to be print media, but it just has to be like from a broader platform. You know what I'm saying? So that more people would be able to see it. Because I'm saying everybody don't go on Facebook at the same time. If you understand what I'm saying? So then, and everybody don't go on Facebook because there's so much things on Facebook now. There's some people that skip that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to be on more platforms than Facebook. Because I think the most, anything you want from A.B.F.A is Facebook.
Yes, that's true.
I don't think I've seen an Instagram page or a TikTok page for the A.B.F.A, it's just Facebook. And there's a lot of people that's straying from Facebook now to TikTok and Instagram.
Well, definitely, that's one thing I definitely want to work on, to get the information out as quick as possible. I can definitely tell you now that I'm behind the wheel. I can show that some of the issue with listing the team early as possible, a lot of things have to work in the pipeline, especially when you deal with international players. We still have one or two issue with finalizing the final team. So it might go down to the minutes. So strong possibility maybe in the next 24 to 40 hours we will announce the final team. So when you're sitting in this hat, you get to realize the different challenges faced to have your final team. Because when you have players playing all across the world, you have to make sure you deal with injuries, you're dealing with availability, you're dealing with, you can get the right affordable price when it comes to flight. So yeah, dealing with a lot of things.
All right, cool. Well, from, you know, over the years we've been saying that the national team doesn't get a good turnout because most of the games they've been playing is at the turf there, and in some senses even when we play at the stadium, I still don't think we get the turnout that we can. You know what I'm saying? So how do you think that we could get back into the communities and get the fans out to come and support the national team? I understand that you say we have some locally based players who's playing abroad, some local players who have grown and developed their talents here but now playing abroad, and we have some English based players coming. I don't know if your team is going to be predominantly English based or it's going to be a local base or whatever. So I think one of the problems may be why we don't have that kind of support from back in the day, because in our time it was only us. Yes. It was more Antigua and barn and bred players, and I'm not against the English based players, but the support kind of started straight away when we started to have this large influx of overseas based players. So what are some of the things you think we could do to get communities and get the supporters back out? I know we all like a good raffle or a good giveaway. You understand what I'm saying? So I know we could use those kind of terms, but I think we will get more people based on the team that we put out.
And that's true. One thing that going to help is definitely back at the Soviet Stadium, a little bit more comfort for watching the game. I think I'm just calling on the general public to have a national pride, because when it comes to supporting your country, I think that while you hear that, you see that we have a game, as Antiguans, we should, and it's our responsibility to go out there and support our national team in any sport arena. So I'm personally just calling on the general public to support the team as much as possible. And to answer your question, I think that with the player profile, that the general public will have exclusive in-depth information with the players, what they're doing, which club they're playing. That will help them to generate more of the local crowd to come out and support, because you will have an idea. Just for say, like Sean, he's playing in Spain at the moment. You will have an in-depth information about how well he's doing, if he score a goal, if he get man of the match, and when the opportunity comes to see him play at the national level, you will want to see him, right, George?
I would want to see. Once he gets selected to play for Antigua, I would want to see him. That's just me, because you're playing for Antigua. But quickly, just before we wrap up the board, you have just launched the Janeil Simon Goalkeeping Academy. I'm not going to ask you why you have that, why you have a goalkeeping academy, because you was a goalkeeper. But just, what you're looking to achieve throughout this exercise and this academy, what you're trying to, get out of it, in terms of developing young players in national programs, young players to go after college, and
Yeah, that is one of my personal goal, and I'm very happy that I reached to the stage that I can actually launch the Janeil Simon Goalkeeper Academy. Basically, just to give the goalkeepers a next avenue that they can improve their skill set. And one of the things I personally want to work on is not just their goalkeeping ability. It's just to improve in the whole personal appearance when it comes to goalkeeper. We want our goalkeeper to be big and as I said, have big wingspan and broad. Right. But we also know that goalkeepers go through a lot mentally. So we want to, that's one of the things that I personally want to help with the mental health, because a lot of times, George, you can hear that people say that goalkeeper are crazy.
Yes, you had to be crazy to be a goalkeeper.
And a lot of times we tend to, when the forward or the midfielder, even when the defender score a goal, everybody jump up, everybody praise. But the goalkeeper can make 15, 20 saves and just make one mistake. They tend to attack verbally to the goalkeeper. So one of my responsibilities is help to calm them down, help them to deal with that additional pressure, and definitely enhance their goalkeeping skill, and so that they can perform highly at the next level.
Okay, definitely. So anyway, board, it's been a pleasure having you here. We really do appreciate you taking the time out of your very, 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 very busy schedule to come and give us this in-depth interview. I just want to wish you all the best and the national team manager. I know it's your first stint, and I hope everything goes smoothly. I know you command a certain level of respect, in terms of the way in which you carry yourself and the way in which you do things very professionally. Also with the Janeil Simon Goalkeeping Academy, I definitely want to see that, because we're having a goalkeeping crisis. I believe we're having a goalkeeping crisis. We're getting a little better in terms of the female goalkeeping, but in male goalkeeping, I think we're having a crisis. These goalkeepers now want more ball than the defenders, and I think they're not saving enough ball, but they're kicking a lot of ball. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for coming. We really do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you and look forward to hearing that the national team does well in the tournament coming up, and no complaints in terms of the things that you have to do. I know there won't be any, but it is in this community.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and a pleasure to do my first interview with the legend George Dublin.
All right, and with that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Sports Show.
And welcome back to the GN Sports Show. And on set with me this evening is Dr. Rick, AUA clinical physiologist, and Dr. Nicole Rakowski, PhD, AUA medical student, competitive bodybuilder, and fit sensitive co-founder.
Wow, she's showing off her guns. That's great.
Definitely.
That's great. See, I told you I was going to bring you a star. Didn't I bring you a star?
Yeah. Good evening, Nicole. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing? Thank you so much for having me on the show.
And Doc?
Coach?
How are you?
Good. I'm fine. And we're so happy to have her on the island at AUA. She's really accomplished, and it's really amazing how some of our medical students, have been accomplished in other careers, And in and out of health, we have a lot of medical students who are psychologists or have other careers, and then they decide, they want to go to medical school. They want to do more with their lives or different things with their lives. And Nicole is one of them.
But before we touch into all your accomplishments, how are you enjoying Antigua?
Antigua is quite different. So I come from Canada. So the island, the big country is quite different than the island here. So, Canada, we come from very, very cold. Here it's hot all the time. You walk outside and you're sweating. But the people here are phenomenal. Speaking from AUA's perspective, the professors, you don't beat them. Dr. Mills.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Thank you.
But the people here are amazing. Like, we've built such strong community rapport between the gym, between the police force here, between different.
What do you mean? You've been arrested already?
No, but potentially, training some of the police force here, which is actually a really neat feat of being here. I was just recently, last weekend, I was actually invited to the Antiguan Arm Wrestling Association to help host and MC. So huge shout out to Janeil, who's the head of that Antiguan Arm Wrestling Association here. So been involved in many different sports initiatives while on the island as well. So really just here want to encourage the youth to take part in healthy, active living and get active. That is huge.
I didn't know you're an arm wrestler. You want to try arm wrestling?
No, I don't have any arms to that. Dr. Vic. But so Nicole, you have been a competitive bodybuilder, and I see that you have participated in the 2023 Toronto Pro Showcase.
Yes.
Did you win, place, or who?
So I won in my class, which was a very big accomplishment. So coming from, there's thousands of competitors that come from all around, right? And I'll actually be competing in the Barbados, the Roger Boyce show this coming May. So with all competitors from all of the Caribbean.
Wow.
So that'll be in the coming May. So I'll have to send more information about that once we have it.
Is that an annual event that goes on in Barbados? I didn't know about it.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Okay, so congratulations, I must say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I see you wrote Training and Recovery for Muscle Insider, and while earning a PhD, starting medical school.
Yes, so I wear many different hats. So I worked full time in healthcare back in Canada. That was my full-time career. More than 10 years of experience working within healthcare. Decided to take it one step further. I always said to myself, after my bachelor's and undergraduate degree, I said, that's it. I'm done with academia. I'm going to go into the field, work with experiential knowledge. That didn't last long. I did my master's, continued to work. That didn't last long either with academia. Went forward, did a PhD in health management. So really coupling the business perspective of healthcare and merging it with some element of clinical, but I always felt that there was a big spot that was missing. And that was understanding a lot of the physiology of what goes on. How do you treat certain complex chronic conditions? What do you do within sports medicine? And I wanted to really fine tune some of that nitty gritty that, a lot of these athletes just don't understand in terms of how their bodies work. And that's why we're here in medical school, and, helping individuals is one area, but being able to critically problem solve is another. Right, so really understanding some of the root cause of some of these things that many individuals are facing, especially younger individuals, younger athletes that are trying to, sort of immerse themselves with sports but don't know where to start.
So it seems to me like you're trying to get at both ends of it, because you're a competitor, and then once you fully understand the science of it, it probably could make you a better competitor.
100%. And I've got a lot of these, what we call it, fast twitch muscle fibers, and understanding how different elements of your body fire, understanding what fuels you, what doesn't, what contributes to rest, recovery. Like, this is, exposing myself to a whole completely new world that I didn't understand as a competitive and professional.
Right. So for example, she's talking about fast twitch muscles. Those are the muscles that fatigue very easily, but they're the strongest muscles. And the reason why she has such nice definition in her muscles is when you train those muscles specifically, those muscles are actually wider. They're wider than the other muscles, the slow twitch muscles that are trained when you do endurance activities, you see?
Okay.
So, and how did she get this way? Well, ask her, you'll see. It's resistance training.
Exactly, as opposed to endurance long-term training, like for a marathon, right?
Okay.
That you sort of have that resistance built up, right, in terms of lactic acid comparisons versus you're doing phospholipid oxidation pathways, right? Like I'm utilizing all.
Yeah,
this
don't
stuff.
get too involved in the biochemistry here, but the resistance is important.
100%.
The resistance is important. So, for example,
Before you continue with that,
okay.
just define resistance. What I mean, like,
let her do that. She's the expert on resistance.
Because I'm not so into this whole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My term might be something different than the clinical term.
Right.
Or
Right.
so,
But as a
just
coach,
give me a
knowing
definition
this-
of what you mean by resistance.
Yes, as a coach, knowing this is going to help you a lot. So why don't you tell them what you mean by resistance?
Absolutely. I mean, there's many different types of training routines, right? Depending
Right.
on who your target athlete is, right? So just give me an example. Do you currently train?
I train footballers.
You train footballers. Okay. So you have a little bit of a combination between slow twitch and fast twitch, right? So you have some of those explosive movements. Sorry, we're talking about soccer football
Yes,
or American
soccer,
football? Okay.
soccer.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of endurance there, but you need a powerful kick as well. That's part of it, right?
Right.
So you need some part of it that includes the muscle building, but you also want to make sure that athletes have endurance to last throughout the entire duration of a field game, right?
Okay, yes.
So you from my experience, you need a little bit of a combination of both. And tell me what age range you're currently working with.
Well, I coach at the Generation Next. I coach at the under 15 level.
Under 15
Well,
level.
I coach from 13 to 17.
Right. So within that sort of target age range, the most important thing is training hard, rest, diet, and ensuring that they have, when I said rest, recovery is huge. A lot of individuals underestimate that.
Okay, so we train 3 times a week.
Three
for
times a
an hour and a
week.
half during the week and 2 hours on the weekend.
Right.
So we have basically 4 rest days.
Yeah.
So is that adequate? Because
Yes.
we train on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So basically we have like Sunday, Monday
Right.
is off, and then we off on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
We train on Thursday, we off on a Friday, then we
Yeah.
train on a Saturday.
Yeah, so a lot of the time what I recommend for individuals is if you're training 3 or 4 times a week, you don't want to offload it every single day and then have 3 days off, right? You want to sort of interchange your rest periods in between.
Right.
And you're mixing, so something like football, you want to incorporate, depending on the level that you're getting to, you want to do some weight training and you want to do some endurance type of performance activities.
Okay.
Right, so you want to sort of get the best of both worlds to then couple that together to then sort of lead to the greatest success that you can within that sport.
Well, listen, that's so much information I got, and I hope I end up becoming a better coach from all that.
And for parents,
Yes.
I think the important message is that when the kids are training, when they're doing either weights in the gym or they're doing their sports activities on the field, right? They're not really building their muscle then. They're building the muscle during the rest period
Yes.
based on their sleep, their nutrition,
Their recovery.
because their hormones are kicking in, and it's the hormones that are building the muscle.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Exactly. So you're having, while you're working out, your muscles are tearing, right? Just at a very sort of high level.
Okay.
And then, right, so you have those little micro tears that are happening in your muscle. So if you're trying to build muscle, the recovery period is when that happens, right?
that happens.
But when you're activating those muscles, that's when they're slightly just getting those little micro tears, which then when they recover, that's what leads to growth. That's what leads to different types of, there's hypertrophy training where we get into sort of bulkier, bigger muscles, right? But again, we can go in as depth as you want and take it back.
Well, listen, for that bit, I'm totally satisfied with that bit. And from reading your transcript, I see that you had an injury, and I just don't know how did that injury help to shape you into the pathway where you're on now.
For sure. So my entire life, I was a competitive athlete. So anything from soccer to elite volleyball, track and field. I was actually, believe it or not, a long distance runner, which was now counterintuitive to everything that I'm doing in bodybuilding. But you name it. I went to the varsity level for field hockey. I played, I did lacrosse. So 3 sports a year is, I did professional wakeboarding at one point, but the number of concussions really started to build up. So with that, I had 2 retinal detachments in my right eye. So I'm actually partially blind in my right eye.
Wow.
I had cataract surgery at the age of 27.
Get out of here. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when
You've
I was
been through a lot.
Yeah. So a lot of things that happen to, individuals that are over the age of 70 plus, happened to me at a much significantly earlier stage in my life. But back in 2017 as well, I had a life-changing accident where I received 2nd and 3rd degree burns from halfway, up my legs all the way down to my feet. And that prevented me from being able to partake in competitive sports again. The significant nerve damage for the rest of my life. For the first year afterwards, I would stub my toe, I would cut my leg, and I wouldn't know it happened, right? So I had to retire from sports and competitive sports because of my eye concussions coupled with, some of the nerve damage. So to me, bodybuilding was
a way out.
A way out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And no matter what I'm finding now, whether you're in Antigua, whether you're in South Korea, whether you're in Malaysia, wherever you are around the world, fitness and sports is a community. It's a global community. And it brings people together. The passion, like nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, any sport, yes. So, for example, when I go to the tennis court, I meet other tennis players. The socialization, means a lot. And it motivates you to see other people struggling with the same things you're struggling with.
Absolutely. And within younger generations, too, I will say that, no offense there.
No offense, because you have an old person at the table. I see, I get it. Okay.
When I'm talking about high school students, middle school students, they all go through same activities in life. You can go through bullying, you're going through puberty, you're going through, pressure from your parents, pressure from peers. And what brings you all together at the end of the day is a sense of focus of something that is beyond yourself, right? It's the discipline to want to participate in sports. And that's what separates so many young athletes.
Right. And you're sharing this with everybody.
Exactly.
So it's actually very much like education. We find that people learn best in a social environment. A lot of people like to study on their own.
Right.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's actually a better idea to go in a social environment with a small study group, and you actually accomplish more.
Right.
Okay. So for Doc, myth or fact, is resistance training safe for teens?
If it's done properly, yes. If it's done properly, tell us. What would you do for, let's say, a teenager? Let's say a parent wants to start helping his teenager build some muscle.
Yeah.
Right? You need to get good supervision.
Absolutely. Just like with anything in life, too much of something can be toxic in whatever it is that you're doing, right? Whether it's water intake, whether it's, specific diet, everything in moderation is key. When you're trying to excel and go to the next level, resistance training can be one of the best things that you can do if done properly. Right, so under the guidance of a coach, having the proper diet and nutrition, that's part of that, right? So what are we doing after a crazy intensive workout, right? Are we going to KFC, or are we fueling our bodies with the proper nutrition, the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that we need to sustain and build our systems and endure that sort of recovery? How many hours of sleep are we getting, right? Is it 5 to 6, which probably isn't adequate for most individuals, or is it closer to 8 to 9 hours a night, right? Especially for children.
Closer to 8 to 9, especially for kids.
I was told 8 hours of sleep is
especially for children, 8 to 9 for adolescents, right? As we get older, we might require a little bit less. People say 6 to 7 is maybe a little bit more acceptable, but when we take a look at resistance training, what I like to start out with younger athletes is body strength, right? Body weight squats, push-ups, pull-ups.
Oh, so they don't even need weights. They could use their own body weight.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, as a start, right?
Okay.
And what we're doing is progressive overload, right? So what I mean by that is you're not going to take someone to the squat rack and tell them, you can do 150 pounds for 10 reps.
Right.
But every week you might add just a little bit more weight, increase the rep range a little bit, increase the number of sets to get to the optimal number that helps you in terms of building your strength and whatever it is else that you want to do.
So and this goes for anybody at any age, even for the grandparents when they start exercising.
And the great-grandparents.
And the great-grandparents, you start light and you increase it. It's called incremental, right?
Exactly.
Training, where you increase it in steps.
Yeah.
As you can handle more, you do more.
Exactly. You're progressively overloading.
Okay.
Right? And then there's different types of training. So, I mean, I take things to the one extreme, right, for the sport that I'm doing. So
when you say to the one extreme, what do you mean?
So I mean,
you do more than the average person.
Yeah, so some parents might want to plug their ears for this one.
Yes,
But,
exactly.
yeah, you know, I go till failure. So for me, going to the extreme is going till failure. Usually you say failure is a bad thing in life.
Okay, so
for me, it's a very positive thing.
Do you? So you don't. If you go to failure, I'm gonna be here. And
she's taking
do you
a
reach
risk.
to failure?
So
because if I tell myself I'm gonna go to failure, I don't want to fail, so I'm not gonna probably ever reach to failure. I'm just gonna keep going. Isn't it?
Right. And the question I always ask myself is, you know, what separates you from the person beside you? So here's the thing. Let me just give you an example that's related to academics. When you take the top individuals from a university, right? Let's say the top one in academic grades.
Okay.
Right? You're the top. You're number one.
Right.
But when you take all the number ones from the university across the country, you're all just average again. Right? So same when it comes to sports, athleticism, and competitiveness, right? You may be the best on your team, but where do you want to take things to the next level?
Yeah, my mother always told me I was the smartest until I went to school and I found I wasn't.
Yeah. Or until she had 5 more kids, right? No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So Nicole, if you had to build a 4-move starter plan for 14 to 16-year-old kids, you know, how would you go about doing that?
So again, I would make it very sport specific. If we're talking about football, you know, a lot of it is using your lower body, right? So I would say using squats as one of them, deadlifts, right? You want to build a stronger lower back. You want to build a very strong base foundation. But again, doing it properly. I have seen so many injuries, seen so many teens, you know, wanting to show off to their colleagues and others, you know, saying how much weight they can do, and, you know, slipping a disc or something comes extremely easily. So it's monitoring, it's ensuring that everything is done with precision, and the weight, it's not necessarily always about the weight, it's always about the contraction, what you're actually able to get out of something.
It's also balance. It has a lot to do with balance, doesn't it?
100%.
People don't realize that around our joints we have 2 groups of muscles.
Yeah.
They're called agonists and antagonists, right? So when I go like this, I'm using my biceps as the agonist. It's doing the work. But my triceps are relaxing.
Yeah.
Well, if I keep doing this all the time, all I'm doing is exercising my biceps.
Yeah.
But my triceps are suffering. Oh, those poor side triceps.
Right.
So I've got to do both. I've got to do exercises that are going to put weight. This is called, this is a different kind of exercise. This is called isotonic, right? And this is called eccentric. Well, this is called eccentric.
Yeah.
And so I've got to do both so that I get both groups of muscles around the joints. Otherwise, when they're unbalanced, what happens? You get injured.
You get injuries, and you have different areas that are underdeveloped versus overdeveloped, right? Okay. So, for example, again, in the legs, when looking about football, you don't just want to work your quads. You want to work your hamstrings. You want to work your gastrocnemius. You want to work your soleus. You know, it's everything that very common injuries in football, right? You have the inversion, eversion, ankle sprains.
And kicking the ball doesn't always do that, right?
Yeah.
Just going out to the field
Just
and kicking
running
the ball.
itself.
So you as a coach, what do you have to do? You have to design some exercises, some warm-ups, and maybe cool downs that are going to involve using those muscles that they may not be using so much when they are kicking the ball.
So quick question though. If, let's say example, I have a groin injury.
Okay.
And I constantly play on the groin injury, right? I know that groin injury won't get any better, but would it put more strain on the other groin and cause that
to compensate a lot? And you don't realize how much you compensate and overcompensate. And you start getting, that's when you get the imbalances, that's when you get the asymmetries, right? So currently right now, my right scapula, my right shoulder blade, for the other layman terms.
For me.
Right, is actually a little bit injured. So if I'm doing lat pull downs, my left one's overcompensating. So doing movements that are isolated as well helps. I mean, obviously if you have a groin injury, the optimal is to let it heal. To let it heal. Right, but we do, when we train sports athletes as well, is we try and do isometric isolated right and left side, whether it's legs or otherwise, so that you never develop imbalances.
Okay, so you've written about rest days and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, so what is the headline for young athletes? You know, why they get burnout?
Burnout is real. And, I'm probably the worst example of it because I should take a lot more rest days than I do from the gym. But again, you have to think about if you want optimal performance, what are you going to do to get there? You need those rest days in order to recover, to then play an exceptional game, to score those goals, whatever it is, to, grow those muscles. You need rest and recovery. It is so crucial, and we can't stress that enough.
Definitely.
But that doesn't mean they can't be thinking about what they're doing in their sport. They can watch videos.
They can strategize.
They can, yeah.
Yeah. And I even on my rest days, I'm still active. I'll still go for walks. I'll still keep my metabolism up and running.
But if you're going for a walk, you're not resting.
Well,
you're resting from the particular
sport, yes.
But if you're going for a walk, would you still consider that to be resting?
I would,
yes,
because you're still mobilizing your body. You still want to get oxygen to your muscles. You still want to continue to not be in an immobile or sedentary state. So I'm saying unless you have a severe injury that prevents you from doing so, there's nothing wrong with walking on your rest days. If anything, it actually improves.
You sure you're not a lawyer? Because you're asking those questions, those loophole questions that are trying to get us.
I don't want to,
I get it.
Certain way, and then I want to make sure that I have a clear path because I'm helping young athletes
for sure,
and I want to be able to give them just like how y'all feeding me with information here. I want to be able to
you're asking good questions.
Very good questions.
So 3 nutritional myths that you think you would like parents and teens to unlearn. 3 nutritional myths.
Some myths. So one of the most common ones we hear is girls should avoid weights. One of the very most common ones. My question is why?
And you don't believe in that?
No, not at all.
As you can see.
Exactly. My biggest question to that is why? Right? It's the common misconception that you get bulky, that, you'll automatically, I don't know what you would consider me right now, but I did this on, I designed the way I look, in a way, right? When you work out, you're not necessarily going to look like this because a lot of individuals think that's way too muscular for me.
Right, and most people wouldn't have the time to spend in the gym.
Exactly.
I think people don't realize how many hours in the gym it takes to look like this.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, weight training helps with everything. Helps with your posture, helps with your strength, helps with activities of daily living, helps with your overall health. So that's one of the biggest myths. The second one is carbs are the enemy. That is something that I get asked all the time. If I just stop taking carbs, will I look better? Will I feel better? The answer is no. You need carbs to fuel yourself, to generate that ATP, to have that sort of endurance, whether you're, again, a sprinter or you're going for a long-term marathon. You need carbs as fuel.
See, the fuel in our muscles is called ATP. Yeah. And there's 2 ways to make ATP, mainly. One from carbohydrates, from sugars, and the other from fats.
Yeah.
You see? And the point is that a good balanced diet with good nutrition will force your cells, those muscles, and your brain and other cells to use both. Okay. Not your brain. Your brain only uses the glucose.
Okay.
But the muscles that we're talking about can use both glucose and fats.
Yeah.
And you get the best response and you get the best endurance when they can use both.
Exactly.
Okay, definitely. So, Nicole, how do you keep bodybuilding healthy in a selfie culture?
That's a great question. And for me, the biggest thing is I focus on myself. I don't focus on what everyone else around me is doing or expects of me. So if I'm happy, then that's all that matters to me. For me, and studying for 10 hours a day, I use 2 hours of my day just dedicated to the gym, working out, or athletics. And that is my release from life. I can't just sit.
So you go to the gym every day?
Six days a week, and then one is more cardio based.
So you don't get a rest, Nicole, if you go to the gym 6 days a week?
Not as much as I should. I should probably be training 5 days a week, to be honest, and having 2 days off at the competitive level that I'm at.
But she doesn't use she's not working on the same muscle groups every day, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have to consider that the muscles you're using count as those workout days, and then if you switch to working on other muscles, on the next day, that's okay because that's rest for the muscles you did the day before.
Exactly. And there's certain things that, you can actually overwhelm your nervous system, right? So when I go to failure on legs, sometimes at the end of my workouts, I'm passing out or I'm throwing up, right? You get to that extreme, which is not something I recommend.
Yeah, no.
anyone.
Please don't do that, everybody.
That is something I do not recommend to anyone. But that just shows you different levels, right?
She's a professional. So professionals push it. Think of an Olympic athlete. Did you ever see the muscles of some of those guys who were
Well, you've heard of,
weights?
Michael Phelps having to wake up at 4 a.m. every day to eat 3 meals, right, in the middle of the night, right? But that's a whole different extreme, which is not what we're talking about here. But the other thing is, what else can you do to help with recovery, right? Creatine is also a big thing that is a big myth. In terms of, creatine makes me heavier, makes me, gain weight or whatever you want to call it. So the truth is that creatine helps to actually absorb water into the body. So that's why a lot of individuals feel bloated. But a lot of adolescents that are involved in sports do take creatine.
It also helps the brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it helps the brain. The creatine is an amino acid, one of the building blocks of protein. But this amino acid actually gives the cell energy.
Yeah.
And when it accumulates in muscle, it attracts water, right?
Yes.
And that helps bulk up the muscles. And that also contributes to the strength a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right, definitely. Well, Nicole, it's a pleasure having you on the show. There's so much information being given here. It's always a pleasure being here with you, Doc. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Sports Show.
And we just like to thank the viewers for watching this episode of the GN Sports Show with me, George Saw Dublin.
And I'm Terry Andrew.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing you back again next week for another episode of the GN Sports Show. Do have a good night.
GN Sports Show. Interviews, insights, dreams taking flight. We show them how to handle the spotlight, preparing them for the journey ahead, building confidence, the words left unsaid. From the grassroots to the national scene, young athletes chasing every dream. In every game there's a story to tell. GN Sports Show, we know them well. GN Sports, where the youth lead the way. Champions of tomorrow making waves today. From ages 5 and up we help them grow. It's their time to shine on the GN Sports Show. Show. Interviews where the youth lead the way. Champions of tomorrow making waves today. From ages 5 and up we help them grow. It's their time to shine on the GN Sports Show. GN Sports, where the youth lead the way. Champions of tomorrow making waves today. From ages 5 and up we help them grow. It's their time to shine on the GN Sports Show.